So I forgot to set my
Sorry, I'm
recording
usually web
time
swinging.
beyond 30 minutes and my
All
PlayStation
units, witness
just
reported
made
to
me pay
active
for it,
narcotic
sorry.
sales.
So this is a
Please
second part,
proceed to Bowery.
gonna be a second part video now. Or hopefully not. Hopefully it's gonna stay as one. If I manage to, no I can't. I can't upload a single one from the PlayStation, I'm sorry. So it's gonna be a two-part video in the end. I forget about that. But anyway, here we go.
Still that amateur Spidey
At
outfit?
least we're gonna have a record of how long it takes to traverse oh, the city of New York in Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man. Okay, so about Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I think that might be the most exciting Spider-Man movie that we can ever be hyped for. And the reason that I believe that is very simple. I mean, I love Tom Holland's Spider-Man movies. They're really great. I mean, the one that he's made, or his characterization of Spider-Man in the Avenger movies and Civil War and whatnot. Of course, I do. I love it so much. But the reason that Into Spider-Verse got me so excited is because it's so much like a comic, so much like an animation, like a cartoon, which is where Spider-Man really came from. You know what he's famous for, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see it into Spider-Verse. The story looks amazing. The animation looks on point. The characters look really great, and I have to admit that I have not read or watched anything from Miles Morales except for what you get in this game. But he's a character that I would like to know more about, and I gotta say that that movie really seems to get you ready for his own story, and that's really cool. Yeah, because it incorporates Peter Parker and many other iterations of Spider-Man through the multiverse. So, hey, release date for that movie can come soon enough.
I gotta stop that car.
Hey, oh no. Okay, I'm gonna look like a jerk now because I'm not going after the map driver. It's one of the things when you play in this game is you might think to yourself, no, I'm not doing that because I'm doing this other thing and such and such. But then you start feeling guilty like, oh, but I was supposed to do it, and then you go and do it. That's why it took me so long to make this video, because every time that I tried doing it, every time I tried recording how long does it take to walk from one part of the other from New York on foot, oh, someone was getting in trouble. There was always a police alert, and I just couldn't help myself from going there, helping other people who needed it. Oh well.
All units 1034. Repeat, assault reported. Available
That's what
officers report to Turtle
it takes
Bay.
to be a
Over.
superhero. It means that you stop ignoring whoever needs you, and you put yourself and your life in the line just to save those who are defenseless. Oh, look at that. That's amazing. I thought that it was just traffic and he's actually beeping at me. Hey, dude, like, what you doing? Perfect. There we go again. Someone's behind me. Yeah, whoa. In a fancy car at that. Let's continue. Yeah, dudes. I'm sorry. This is how it is. Uh-oh. Okay, oh no. It's a long time. Someone will jump here. There we go. Back on the road. I wonder if that building actually exists. That's really cool. I would love to drive around that type of building. Must be there. Oh no. Uh-oh.
For real, you gotta try it. The beer just...
Maybe your spider sense activated.
Support your local businesses
Oh, no.
by not robbing them, please.
Uh-oh. They really needed me there. Oh, I passed. Jerk. We are kind of close to the goal.
Sorry.
Well, halfway there, at least. 2 kilometers to go. Oh, I haven't seen the infamous bull yet. There's so much of New York that I haven't seen yet that everybody has actually found.
All
Very
units.
interesting.
Civilians are trapped following a vehicle collision. Location
Okay.
is Cathedral.
So I gotta say this, if oh no, I'm gonna run into trouble here again. If actual New York looks half as well as
Serious car accident down
this
there.
version,
Looks bad.
I would love to visit it. Well, in fact, if I had to say there are 2 places I wanna visit, I gotta say they are first Japan, for many reasons. The second one would be New York. I'd be happy to stay in New York for at least a week, get to know the city, the famous places, the local food, the whole culture that they have, because, well, city that never sleeps. There is something special about its people. And this is a very cool way to do it. Playing a game, if you like video games, and a video game with your favorite superhero. And then you get to know what a city is like.
New yoga studio. Kundalini.
So I cannot wait to walk the city of New York and actually see what it's like.
Pardon me.
It's really
Free
cool.
trip to Australia? Free airfare. We don't need to work.
Okay, 1.5 kilometers. We're soon approaching.
Check it out. Are you really him? Lights back.
The music. Can you hear it? Oh look, that's a
Spider-Man, anyone do your taxes? I'm this close to getting my CPA.
Oh my God.
There we go.
I gotta do the hand thing.
Good, Spidey. You be swinging or something?
Don't mind me.
Yep. I wanna be swinging web swing. But I gotta complete this.
Seriously, I want one.
Wow. Almost just a kilometer. Oh, you can do this very close to it.
It's him. Get a picture.
Okay, now.
Hello. Seriously. Hey, strike a pose.
Kilometer.
Spider-Man.
Here we are, just a kilometer away.
All units, we have a vehicle pursuit in progress. Officers needed at Gracie Mansion. Please copy.
It's almost a relief to see Spider-Man fight come off again, you know?
Spider-Man. The Spider-Man.
Is this Central Park again? Maybe. No, it's not.
Fighting the good fight, man.
This is a smaller park.
Running late for a sales call.
Hey, look, basketball court. How cool is that? On a railroad. Phew, the attention to detail. That's amazing. Construction site. Okay. The best part about this game in regards to locations is you can access pretty much everywhere. Like this. You can just cross about, run around, jump into. There are no invisible walls that will prevent you from coming into it.
Check it out.
But hey, it's really good.
Keep fighting the good fight. fight, man.
So it is an
10-10.
open
Possible
world.
narcotic cell reported.
It won't
Location is
be.
East Harlem.
I'm pretty sure this year Red Dead Redemption is gonna redefine open world games because, well, it's Rockstar, which has an amazing backstory in regards to open world games. I think they're probably the best. Though I have played games like these now and then, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 1 year ago or more, and I fell in love with this one and that one, open world again. But you just have to admit that there's something about Rockstar in regards to how they make their games that is very unique. It's very special. I don't think there's any other developer that puts so much effort into and detail into open world games. That's why they are one of the most profitable studios out there, and I think they're gonna do it again. GTA 5 was already good, like very nice, complete package of entertainment, and Red Dead Redemption won't be any short of that. Red Dead Redemption 2 is gonna blow everyone's minds because there's so much to do. There's locations are so amazing, also so massive. And then you have the well, the world, a world in which you can do pretty much anything that you want to do. You can even be a bad guy if you want it, or a good one. It's up to you. And here we are. Okay, so that was shorter. That was 2 minutes short. This is 17 and a half. So we can round it up from there. 17 and a half. And the other one was 19 and a half minutes. So yeah, it's roughly around 19 average. And now we're gonna do what I said in regards to, we're gonna put in the farthest point in the map. And we're gonna come all the way down to the very last point on the map again. So we'll see how it goes. And let's switch them before we start counting again.
Backup requested for a chase in progress. Available officers move in on Garvey Park.
So Red Dead Redemption 2, yeah, probably gonna be almost everybody's GOTY. Gonna be everybody's game of the year. In my case, I don't think it's gonna be a game of the year for me because I didn't finish the first Red Dead. It's cool to have so many options and so much to do in a game, but I think I'm one of those people who gets frustrated with so much to do, and there are missions that even if you can do much more than that specific mission, they are hard, and when my skill is not polished enough for me to accomplish a mission, I just don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. I don't want to continue try. Okay, so that's the most farthest away point that I'm supposed to go, but this is water point in which I can walk to or from, so I'm just gonna take it from here, which is where we started. So reset the stopwatch and we start in 3. Oh wait, I need to mark where we're going. Farthest point to the farthest point in the map again. It's gonna be, I think, this one. Here we go. So 3. Oh wait, no. Before I do, change the suit again to something of different color. So I'm gonna go with this, or not. Oh, this one's pretty cool. Okay, 3, 2, 1, Go.
Spidey, thank you for saving New York. Now you can sleep.
I didn't think I was gonna get stuck on that rock. But I did. Now. So this year's games that I can consider important have been God of War, this one, the Marvel Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption 2, Dragon Quest 11, and right now I can't think of anything else. Nintendo didn't have a very good year this year. I mean, Nintendo is pretty much really good every now and then with amazing games, like the year of Breath of the Wild, because we also had the Super Mario Odyssey, which was very good. But this year has been a little bit less fruitful in that regard. I mean, we're gonna have Mario Party, but that cannot really be considered a major release because, again, we're talking about a party game, obviously. So there's not gonna be any story. The collectibles are there just for the sake of trying to pull you to play with people more. So yeah, it's not like a single player game that will get you hooked on your TV for hours and hours on end. So the moment I'm counting those, Kirby came out this year. Yeah, that would be the other, like the one Nintendo one. I know they will release Smash. Oh man, oh, well. And I'm really looking forward to Smash actually. But that's pretty much it. It's pretty much all they got going for this year. Maybe they just relaxed because of the success they had last year with sales of consoles and games. They might have just relaxed a little and said, you know what, let's take longer, release better games, and in smaller numbers. It's probably what they're doing. Who knows what Nintendo's strategy is? It's hard to tell. Nintendo is a special company in the sense that they always do what they want. They're not that bothered about what people want more than what they actually want to do with their own IP. So I think it's also time for them to either release a remaster or remake for one of their classic Zelda games, or a 2D one to keep Zelda fans interested in the franchise. Breath of the Wild was amazing, but it's gonna be 2 years in 6 months since release, and though there are things to do in that game still, and you can enjoy it even if your objectives are checked. It would be nice to have more Zelda. More Zelda is always good Zelda. Where else? Oh yes, I just remembered that Nintendo has released Mario Tennis Aces. The thing about Mario Tennis Aces is, because it's Mario Tennis, I didn't think of it as a big release either. I thought, hey, that's nice. I kind of like the fact that it has more to do than the previous iteration, which was in the Wii U, and everybody said how just bones it actually was, like how basic. It was just a skeleton of the game that it could have been, but it never was. So everybody said that. Everybody who had the game said that it could have been a better game, a more complete one. So that's why I never got it. Also, there was a re-release of Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, which I haven't played, but I would love to play. I think I am gonna play it at some point. I will try and get it maybe next year. But at the moment, I think, yeah, as I said, Nintendo is not really releasing anything that amazing. Smash is their biggest release this year, and that's pretty cool. But in the case of Pokemon, it's same old, same old. Pokemon is really good, it's really awesome, but spin-offs don't do that well as the main releases, which is why everybody was waiting on Nintendo for a proper Nintendo game. I mean, we know that the proper one is coming next year,
Spider-Man. The Spider-Man.
probably gonna be by November, because that's what they do. They put us on hold till the end of the year, which is a good strategy in terms of waiting and fixing and debugging and
Check it out.
assessing issues and whatever. So yeah, it's nice, it's fine. They take their time to release a proper Nintendo game. But I gotta admit that I wanted that game earlier than it's actually releasing. So still, well, we say a year because 2019, but we know that when we say a year, we're talking about more than a year. It will be a year in November, so right now still more than 1 year away. But well, for people who have never
Backup
played
needed for a chase in progress.
Pokemon,
Officers, please report
they
to
can
Lincoln.
get Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Well, I think that would be a good start to at least get acquainted with the different systems in place in the game, like how you catch, how do you fight, how do you use attacks and abilities. So those games are gonna be particularly good for beginners, for people who hasn't played
Sorry, spider
Pokemon
emergency.
before, or for children. So I think that those games
Can I get an autograph?
will have a following, but I don't think they will be followed by the core fans on the franchise. I do love the games, and I started to actively play in them after X being my first game after I decided I wanted to get back into the world of Pokemon. And I didn't regret it. I loved it so much so that I bought Y just to repeat the game from a different angle, trying to do things differently as much as I could, which in Pokemon games is not really much that you can do differently. Perhaps going through different places, using different Pokemon, trying to push your limits as a trainer, not using weaknesses or trying to do Nuzlocke, as they call it, which very much is that you decide, you set rules on yourself that are gonna make the game harder, but when you finish it, it's quite rewarding actually. So I did, and I loved it. Then they made Ruby and Sapphire, and they were very good. They were very good remakes. I have played Ruby when it came out in the Game Boy Advance, and I loved it. And I had very good memories. And at the same time, and I did get Sapphire as well to try and complete the Pokédex. So I enjoyed that for what it was. But then Sun, what can I say about Sun and Moon?
Attention units, we've just received a report of a
I
break-in.
think Game Freak tried to do so much differently that it just didn't sit well with a lot of people, me included. There's a lot of taking you by the hand and walking you through the game, and long tutorials that seems like they never end. And I think games should avoid doing that so much, because right now we pretty much know what the game mechanics or franchise might be, and they don't need to teach us in every single iteration how to do every single thing anymore. But hey, again, it's Nintendo being Nintendo. Was it a bad game? No, by any means, but there was a lot of taking you by the hand. That's my only critique, really. Some of the Pokemon designs were really nice. Some of the designs were meh, okay, but I gotta say that this is the first time I have a Pokemon game, which I have Moon, that I didn't feel compelled to get the other
Can I
one.
get an autograph?
I just thought, yeah, I'm good with this. This is all I need, and I just got one of them. The
Pretend I'm a bad
it was
I got a
like
picture.
I like it so little that when the ultra versions came out, I just didn't get any, because back in the day when they made black and white, both the two of my three favorite colors, obviously red, isn't it? I already knew that I wasn't gonna support the fact that they were gonna come out with a black 2 and white 2. Why? Why would they do that? Why would they want to squeeze money out of the same generation like that? Releasing 4 games instead of 2. It just didn't seem logical to me. So I didn't support that iteration. So in this case it was pretty much the same. When they announced Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun, I thought, I'm not going for this. I'm so sorry, Nintendo, and I love Pokemon, but this is ridiculous, and I'm not gonna support it. And I didn't. So that's why the last game that I played from the franchise was Moon. It was nice. I can't say I was blown away, but it was kind of entertaining. All Pokemon games are entertaining. You spend a lot of time with them. But I gotta admit that I was disappointed in many ways. But besides of that,
I'm a bad guy. Don't mind me.
I just wanted to look forward
Gotta
to
run, Spider-Man.
a proper Pokemon game coming. And well, now I know. Now I know it's coming next year, by the end of the year.
All units, civilians
good.
are
Sorry.
But as for this year, I'm
near an
not
accident.
gonna get
Officers needed in
the
Tenderloin. Please copy.
Let's Go games, because I don't like Pokemon Go. I might be in the minority here, but I think Pokemon Go is nice for people who likes to play on their phones, but I'm not one of those. So I'm not gonna get Let's Go either. At least not at the moment. Maybe in the future, if I have some extra cash and time to burn, then why not? But for the time being, it's not in my plan.
Jameson's mellowed out.
No, regardless of the platform that you support or the consoles that you have, or if you play on PC, next year is gonna be packed with so many games. The amount of games for next year is so amazing. Rumors say that maybe Cyberpunk and Death Stranding are releasing next year, and that would be crazy already, because those games, both Death Stranding and Cyberpunk 2077, are games that a lot of us have been looking forward to for a long time, because they are amazing. Death Stranding, especially from a storytelling standpoint. You have told me that Hideo Kojima is an amazing storyteller, and that can be seen through the Metal Gear Solid franchise on its entirety. But he also knows how to have fun, which is why I like some of the enders, especially the second runner, so much, because when Hideo Kojima directs a game or produces it, it's not just a matter of, oh, here's so much story, enjoy the storytelling and all the narrative, but don't enjoy the game itself. No, it's the combination of both. You do have amazing storytelling, you have a very compelling
Stop them before they end up in driver's ed
piece
videos.
of writing that is represented through animation, motion capture, and whatever else they do to create those amazing CGIs that they always do. But you also get amazing mechanics that really makes you want to play the game again. I don't remember how many times I played Metal Gear Solid 4 just because of the Octocamo suit that lets you blend with the environment. I was so amazed by the possibilities, and I kept trying to get my suit to copy